And I asked Coach Goodell, what is the biggest difference between Sebastian Rivera of 2020 and 2021? And he said, watch his hands and his feet. He's not going to stay in any ties. He's going to be continuing. Look at that. It's just something you don't see. He's continuing to move his opponent at all times. And he's stalking. He's so calculated. And the thing is he may not score the most points that you're going to see guys like Spencer Lee put up 18 points, something, but he will get bonus points. As we've seen, he's 16-0 this season with 16 bonus point victories, 100% bonus point rate. But he's so dominant on top this year, and Coach Goodell attributed to that to his transition to the freestyle and trying to compete on the international level. He said working in parterre. Oh, beautiful ankle pick.
It's 2 for Rutgers.
This could get messy. And this is what I was saying is, as Sebastian Rivera, we've seen the transformation from one of those tier 1 guys in the pound for pound rankings to putting himself as arguably one of the top guys in the country in terms of the Hodge race, wrestling's Heisman. The reason being is him in the top position. He's really improved, and he's attributed that success to what he's done in the parterre position in freestyle. He really worked on getting those turns in freestyle, and we're starting to see his pressure on top come from his work that he's done in freestyle.
Rivera, a 4-time All-American, 2-time Big Ten champion. He is just one of the best right now in the game.
Coach Goodell, returning back to his comments, he said Sebastian worked his tail off this summer and spent a lot of time overseas. A lot of his offense comes from not hanging in those ties, and that's something he's worked on a lot. Another reason you're seeing him take things to the next level is he's really filling out this weight class. If you start to think back to when he beat Spencer Lee, he's wrestled at 125, he's wrestled at 133, and now he's up to 141 pounds. And making a leap like that takes some time to build into the weight. So he said one of the reasons you're seeing him get to that next level is he's filling out in this weight class. He's a true 141 pounder now.
Yeah. And like you said, it takes a minute. You just got to get used to that weight for your body and whatnot, and learning how to wrestle at the weight as well.
Riding time, how about that? 2 minutes in the opening period of riding time.
Really impressive performance in the first period there from Rivera.
Now curious to see how Hamdan does. Hamdan, one of those guys. Came into his collegiate career being a 4-time state champion for Hudson, Michigan. Hudson, one of the best teams in the state of Michigan team-wise. And that's not what you want to see. You got to get take some gas out of the tank of Sebastian Rivera, and the way you do that is continue to tough ride on top, but unfortunately Hamdan not able to do that, so Rivera gets to his feet. Shot attempt for Hamdan, and once again that comes back to the second level attack. That was one attack, it was stopped. Where are you going after that initial attack is stopped?
Can you make sure that the channel 1 button is green on your box?
1 minute remaining in the second period. Just a dominating performance right now from Rivera.
Yeah, this is smart. What I liked is Hamdan had his heels toward the out-of-bounds line, and he was safe there, but he took that ill-advised shot on the out-of-bounds line and gave up a third takedown.
Another 2 for Rivera.
Now you have to understand where you are. You're out of bounds. Score should be 9-2. I have 3 takedowns, 2 for back point, and 1 for the escape.
Yeah, it's 9-2.
And there they go. They fixed. So shot attempt. Beautiful double leg. Comes up to his feet.
Oh.
Authority.
Wow.
And he traps that foot right in the pocket of his hips. And now he's going to figure 4 that leg. You see how he's figure 4 in that leg, and all the pressure now goes to that left hip. And he's going to continue to drive to that left shoulder.
That does not look comfortable. Gets up in pain and tries to stretch it out. It's Hamdan.
We'll drill that after.
So at this point, if you're Hamdan, what are you doing to limit the damage at this point in the?
I think it's limiting the back points. You have to understand where you are in the match. It's 11-2. Bonus points are locked up as we speak. We got 2 more for the near fall. So that's Rivera's second turn.
Riding time to above 3 minutes.
And he's riding that power half. And you're starting to see Rivera work the referees here too. You know, kind of giving the hands up. What's bottom guy doing?
Another point there for Rivera.
So that's second stall warning. And if you get 2 stall warnings,
and that is it. As Rivera takes down Jordan Hamdan. And now we continue on at 184 with Layne Malczewski, the redshirt junior with a record of 17-6. And then, of course, number 5 in the country, Eric. One of the best.
Poz.
Yep.
John Poznanski.
His record is 13-1, only a freshman.
He's a guy he's young, but he's comfortable wrestling in a phone booth. He likes to be, he's not afraid to be in close quarters. Coach Goodale said Poznanski has to get to the positions that he wants to be. Again, this is one of those matches where we have to limit the scrambles. If we take a shot, it has to be clean and it has to be a quick finish. We're stressing to John Poznanski, no junk. That doesn't mean junk, but it means that when we get to Malczewski's legs, we can't allow him to continue to get to those crazy positions where he likes to pick up cradles or roll throughs to put us in trouble.
Poznanski, 2021 All-American, his 4th 2021 Big Ten bronze medalist at 184, an 11-4 career record. Highest finisher for a true freshman at the national tournament in program history.
Mentioned Poznanski being 13-1 on the season. That one loss, of course, coming at the hands of NCAA champion Aaron Brooks. And now look at this. Malczewski comes up through the middle. Now what he's going to have to do is stay low and picks up a takedown, put 2 on the board.
Wow, that's huge right there from Malczewski. Michigan State encouraged by that.
And a big mat return. Put that
You can hear it.
B1G mat return. Shane Sparks, hello. Give Layne Malczewski the bobblehead for that big mat return. Oh!
Big, oh! Did he get it? Did he get it? Oh! He got it! Michigan State, that was huge!
Put 6
Shoulders,
on the board
bombs.
for the Spartans.
The crowd is into it. Unbelievable. This place is to its feet. Eric, you thought there was really no chance, but what an answer as he's pumped up, surrounded by his teammates. But Chandler is just losing his mind right now. What an amazing moment.
Look at this. So he turns, and this was earlier, but he stayed active, and what Poznanski tried to do was he tried to pinch that elbow tight to his hip and roll through. A big mat return. Hashtag B1G mat return on Instagram. Get social with us. What?
Takes down number 5 in the country. Ooh.
And I'll tell you what, if you weren't jacked up after that, and now Caffey has to be smart here. Wow. Right? The thing was you had to match Sebastian Rivera's 5 points. Now, not only do you match it, but you one up Sebastian Rivera with that pin as you get 6 instead of the 5 for the technical fall. 16-14, the Spartan lead with 2 matches remaining, but Cam Caffey in deep waters here.
So number 18, Cameron Caffey, coming in the redshirt senior with a record of 19-4, and then number 12 in the country, Greg Bolzak, the grad student, with a record of 15-1. Not a good look right now for Caffey.
No, Caffey though, hips down, head down. This is where I would hit him with stalling. I mean, if we saw it in the Caleb Fish match. Look at Bolzak though, that left hand, that's the key. It is, you draw a cylinder all the way up to the sky. Anything inside the circle, you continue to wrestle. Caffey, elbows tight. We talked about it earlier. Anytime those legs are coming in. You see how the elbows are wide? I'd like them tucked a little closer together. And this is where he's become too comfortable. His experience in Greco, as he made the Greco-Roman team in 2019 for the Junior World Championships, he's become too comfortable in this overhook. And you see there's no head position, right? What you want is to create some sort of head position. It's technically not right. And he has seen some success with it, holding off from a defensive standpoint. But at the same time, it's not what you want to see from a coaching standpoint. Yep. And Bolzak again in deep on a shot. And now
Caffey staying up.
Caffey.
Wow. Round of applause from the Michigan State crowd.
Yeah, and Coach Goodale knew it, that this was how the match was going to be. He said this guy's been in some big matches. He's extremely hard to score on. Finishing is a different story. Bolzak cannot waste time in the scrambles. Can we ride this guy? I'm sure we can, but riding is one thing. Turning is another. Don't force things and get into the positions where you find yourself where it's a strength.
19 seconds remaining in the first period. Bolzak with a 2-1 advantage right now.
This is dangerous here. Be smart if you're Cam Caffey.
Horn sounds concluding the first period.
And let's talk about what Coach Williams said. He said Bolzak has been around for a while. He's having a good season, so we have some respect. They're going to be in dangerous positions, but that's where both of these guys are comfortable. It's going to be who's better in that unorthodox situation. Cam is very flexible and has strong hips. We often see him ending in the top position in those scramble positions, but Bolzak is in the same situation. He loves to be in those unorthodox situations, so Cam Caffey has to be aware.
Bolzak now with 3. Just over 90 seconds remaining in the second period. Ooh. Michigan State screaming for a stall.
They're asking, where's he going? And this is where he's allowing Bolzak to sit the corner.
Nothing there. Oof.
And now this is weird. Cam Caffey has to get his hips back. That left toe has to get as far back as possible. And now he has that underhook, and he has to lock his hands or find an ankle, as Bolzak's going to hook that leg and pick up a 2. A second takedown here for Bolzak. This is going to open the match up if he can get his head out.
"20 seconds remaining in the second period. "10 seconds. Encouragement from Chandler as the horn sounds, concluding the second period. Both wrestlers appear gassed. Chandler saying to Caffey that Bolzak's tired.
I don't know if I'd go down here. I wouldn't have went down. I think I would have went on my feet. Knowing Bolzak.
Chandler screaming for a stall, point for Caffey.
Yeah, but riding time.
1:05 for Bolzak for riding time.
So right now the score's 4-2. Caffey needs a takedown within
90 seconds remaining.
And this is where you're going to see Cam Caffey start with his head on the left side of Bolzak's body and try and come to the duck. This is where he's made his bread and butter. Shot attempt, and Bolzak doing a great job of defending.
Michigan State wants to.
And this is good. This is a Merkel position.
There they got it. Caffey got the 2 minute
They're
remaining.
going to throw the brick, though.
And they do indeed throw the brick. Big spot for Caffey. Getting the count. That's 4 for Caffey.
And that's 4 for Caffey. Put 4 on the board for the Spartans. And now you have to start to worry about, if you're Cam Caffey, you got to work that right hip up top. And that's what he does. Now go double unders. Stay under both arms.
Another count. Michigan State loves it. Goodell wants.
And now it's going to come down and put 4 on the board. And it doesn't matter because they gave, there's been 10 points on the board since the brick.
And that's exactly what Chandler said to Goodell right there.
This is not, they have to figure out what's going on here. I mean, this can't be a conversation with 7 coaches here. Coach Goodell, this is too much influence from a coaching staff. There should be one person talking here. You can't be going through complete match situations. Cam Caffey has had 10 points on the board since that brick was thrown. The hand touches. Either way.
Is there a chance they could change this?
Yeah, I think that I don't understand it either way. There's been 10. The score was 3-2. Keep that in mind.
Right,
It is now 12-2.
It changed drastically in a matter of seconds.
But the problem was the Merkel, the hand touched once the leg was in,
and the head was locked. But even if they, I'm curious to see how this call is going to go.
Caffey's still catching his breath on the mat.
Once again, Bolzak had 1 minute and 5 seconds of riding time. So the match, we'll just say that there's 17 seconds of riding time,
yeah.
so 40 some odd seconds. You'll see here this Merkel comes down, and I don't know where the two
What
was
are we
given.
looking at?
So we're going to watch the hand touch, both hands touch. The right touched first, the left barely touched, and you're going to see Coach Anthony Ashnall actually.
Yeah, that's when he throws it. Yep.
Yeah, Coach Goodale says there wasn't a takedown, but then Bolzak sits back, and now this should be 2 points for the takedown, 4 points for the near fall. And then on top of that, you add another 4-point near fall.
Right.
But I'm not sure if they're challenging the second. Merkel, did he break the lock?
Could be something they're looking at. Ooh, the tension in this building is high right now. Rutgers.
I mean, the tension in the building, but keep in mind that this could go a major decision.
Right.
If it stays as is, I mean, Bolzak has, whatever he has, he needs 12 seconds.
12 seconds remaining in the third period. Michigan State up 16-14. Whew. Chandler yelling that it's illegal. Still waiting.
Yeah, and if this, so here's the scenario. Depending on how this goes, if the major decision holds, Cam Caffey would get 4 for the major decision. Then you start to, oh, this could get.
Uh-oh. This is interesting for both teams.
So I just saw the referee. The call on the mat is confirmed.
Indeed it is.
And now if you're Caffey, you drop to an ankle.
Point there for Bolzak.
And there you go, major
There it
decision.
is. Big, big win for Michigan State right there. Caffey's pumped.